It's your boy King Bash,
And I'm Tizzy Worldwide.
and welcome to the Face of Oneofakind Season 5 Reunion.
If you thought last season was crazy, then you're in for a rude awakening this season.
The competition was stiff, and our contestants really pushed the boundaries this season.
That's right. And tonight, they're all back to air out the dirty laundry. And in this action-packed reunion, they will tell all.
You ready to bring them out?
I'm ready to bring them out.
Let's welcome
The contestants of Season 5 of The Face of One of a Kind.
Are you one of a kind? Are you one of a kind? Yeah. Are you one of a kind? 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 Are you one of a kind? One of a kind. Season 5. Are you ready for more? Itching for competition, got you ready for war. Gotta be on a mission if you ready to soar. If you ain't about it, then enter the door. Only get one chance, better use it. Think you better than whoever, better prove it. When they judging off every little movement, gotta know what you're doing. Are you one of a kind, one of a kind, one of a kind, one of a kind, one of a kind? Are you one of a kind? Are you one of a kind, one of a kind, one of a kind, one of a kind, one of a kind? Are you one of a kind? The challenge is gonna come, take them one at a time. Get through them, cause you know that there's a lot on the line. Now you looking like the one that they gonna have to sign. Cause you proving that you one of a kind. Strike a pose, watch some movement. Keep working, keep improving. If it's locking, get the pocket, cause you're losing. Are you one of a kind, one of a kind, one of a kind, one of a kind, one of a kind?
Doesn't our cast look lovely tonight?
They definitely do.
I'm so ready to talk to them.
But before we do, let's talk to the man who made it possible, the Professor Oak himself, Donavan McIntosh. Welcome.
Thank you.
Welcome, Mr. One of a Kind. All right,
Hold on.
Hold on.
So we got some questions for you, and as always, honesty. Give us your opinion. We want full scoop.
All right.
So, what is your opinion of the Face of One of a Kind at this very stage, seeing its growth from season 1 to season 5? What's your opinion?
All right, starting off easy. Okay. I feel like the whole idea of the Face of One of a Kind has evolved into more than just me, you know, because when I started out as just me, trying to put my creative side out there to just, just do something different, just something out there, you know. But now it's changed from the Face of One of a Kind to Oak. Oak is like a movement, a family, like, like it's just bigger than me. And it's going in the right direction. If it's not already there, it's going in the right direction.
All right, cool.
Okay, so understanding that the competition has had its ups and downs, do you have any regrets about using your wild card?
Well, to be completely honest, I don't have any regrets, but I know it wasn't the right decision. Okay? I know it wasn't the right decision because me and the executive team already talked and said we're gonna save the wild card. But after elimination, I went all the way and I was like, no. Because I felt like the person who I used it on, Christy, I just felt like she had more to give. And I didn't see anyone else worthy of giving it to that was already eliminated, you know? So I just felt like that was my moment to use my wild card. I was like, whatever happens afterwards. Because with me, this ain't me just picturing ahead and saying, oh, she's gonna be the face. So no, it's not me picturing ahead and just saying, for example, somebody who was still there, and I'm saying, oh, they're gonna be the face. I'm gonna keep my wild card just in case they slip up. No, with me, I just playing it. I like things to play out naturally. So when I mean no one was ready enough for me to bring back, I meant like no one was ready enough for me to use wild card on. So I thought Christy had more to bring, and she proved me right. She made it. She made it to.
You saw the improvement that you
Yeah, she came seventh by a slight margin. So, yeah, I think my wild card played out.
Okay, all right. So, I want you to know that this season really, it was hot. It was a hot season, to say the least. And this is the first season that I've actually seen you actually really get upset. And for me, it's because of the big situation with the stealing incident. And we just really want to know, what is your take on the entire stealing situation in the house, the Oak House? Because we did see your confessional, and you were very, very vocal about your feelings about it. But we really want to know, why were you so passionate about it?
Well, with that is like, as I mentioned earlier, everyone knows Oak is a family. So if I bring you in and I trust you, and you do some slight, like you ain't do it once, you steal twice from my contestants that are donated, that are lending their time, just their energy to come here, and they trust all of us as a family. And then you go out the way and like you stop me in my back. And when somebody stops me in my back, I don't play with that. Like, um, I'll be nice and happy. Like I'm a genuine nice. I can't be like a bad guy. I'm genuinely nice. Even if I try to, I can't. So where I cross the line is when you go against me or my brand or my friends or my family. So when you go against my brand and my family, which is the contestants, no, that ain't gonna work with me.
Well, Donovan, like you said, Oak is a movement, Oak is a family. Where do you see Oak in the next 5 years?
Well, to be honest with you, everyone is talking about season 6, but I have to be inspired to do a season 6. Like right now, my mind isn't thinking about season 6. My mind is only thinking about finishing this off in the right way. So 5 years, I don't know. My goal right now is to finish this off and become what I want to be. I want to be a travel photographer. So if Oak fits in that plan, I'm gonna run with it. But I have all intentions of continuing the show, but my mindset isn't focused on continuing the show right now. I work on inspiration. So the fans are loving it right now, so I don't think I have an option than to give us season 6. But 5 years from now, I don't know.
Maybe we'll see Oak on a global scale, but we'd love to thank you, Donovan, for giving us your time tonight. Let's have a round of applause. First things first, let's get started with the red team. So, how are you guys doing tonight? Great? You guys are great? Okay, so we have a few questions for you guys, well, me and both Tizzy. So my first question, what would you guys, or how would you explain your overall experience with Oak?
It was great. I had a great experience throughout this process. I overcame a lot of fears, came out of my comfort zone, and throughout it, I gained a lot of friends, and I feel I have a family for life now.
Awesome, okay.
Well, for me, it was mandatory that we sleep in the house with model women. So, I was quite satisfied with that. And my whole experience with Oak.
Anybody else?
Just to go off of Bradley, say it was a pretty good experience. Some things were not great.
Like what?
Probably didn't really have a mentor most of the time, which I think really cost us as a team. Did our mentors come through? We needed them to, yes, but we needed them more than they were able to show up, and I think that caused us a team overall. But at the end of the day, they did their part, we did our part, and as a whole experience, pretty good for me.
Okay.
Anybody else?
Anyone else?
Time management.
Okay.
You like that or you mean
Do you get to elaborate? Okay. We'll take that as a
Okay.
checkbox type of
suggestion box?
little suggestion box. Yeah.
Okay. So let's get into the meaning of Oak really. Like, it's a family, and this is a business, and you guys are aspiring models. So what have you learned from being in the competition?
For me, coming in as a model with like no experience, I've never done before. Most participant pages of myself, some is on Instagram, stuff like that. So for me coming in and this with no experience, I learned a lot just based off like posing, facial expressions, how to be a model in a certain sense, and stuff like that. So, yeah.
Okay. So, being a part of Oak, understanding how Oak functions, is there anything that you guys would have done differently looking back?
As a team. As a team.
Call my mentor talk more. Because that's no, I dare to. Like, that's the only thing we really could do as a team together, really, like, call our mentors to be there, like, hey, you all know y'all is free, or supposed to be free, come out to the Oak Wide. You see what they saying? Like, yeah, that's basically what all of us felt like we needed more guidance in terms of this
We were just going
competition.
in there blind, so trying to figure out like what we need to do, what we're supposed to do. And I think for the red team, like not a lot of us are used to like modeling as a whole. So for us to like come in, not know what to do, barely have anybody tell us what to do. It's just like
You guys were just in the blind.
just blind.
Just blind.
And plus, going off that, like everybody's opinion matters in a way. You know, like all of our opinion, we can give all ideas, but at the same time, we need someone who basically has the right idea who picked us for a team to be like, no, I know y'all got this, but this is what I need y'all to do. I know this will work out big.
Okay.
And it wasn't always there.
Okay, so piggybacking off of that, what is your relationship like with your mentors from now
In comparison.
to the beginning of the competition?
Pretty cool.
I saw the red. Yeah, like, we stayed in Fox, but at the end of the day, we did.
I trained my mentor.
At the end of the day.
Which mentor?
And the chain may not want to work.
You only have
You only have one favorite mentor.
Yeah, Cammy.
All right. So we'll go into the individual questions for the red team members, and Jin, we'll start with you. So what was your personal experience with Oak? How would you describe it?
My time with Oak was very time-consuming, very unorganized. I could say that for one. I don't really got much to say in terms of my experience. I just know my sleep was cut short a lot.
Okay.
There weren't really much places for me to sleep. Didn't really bathe in any of the houses. I was. That's the same one.
Just to clarify, you said you didn't bathe in any house, but you bathed at home.
I bathed at home.
Oh,
Yeah, she's still bathing.
you still bathed.
She's still bathing.
I bathed at home.
You all know it's real big.
Okay.
So I don't leave it right home. But anyway.
Okay.
Okay, Jen. So, with you being a more experienced model, do you think coming into Oak did it live up to its reputation?
Personally, in the beginning stages of me starting off, especially that pool shot, I personally felt as though that pool shot should have been something that was done last instead of first. Simply because a lot of us was very inexperienced and we didn't really know what the judges was looking for. We really piggybacking off what we think looks good.
Correct.
So for a lot of persons like Duran who have the coup or the lip thing that they be going for, or Lanaza with the sway of the hair, or Chris over here was got the little open of the mouth. Things like that, we wouldn't know is our issue because we didn't find that stuff out until later on down.
Correct.
So like doing a pool shot, I kind of like, put everybody
Off.
guard.
Okay. All right. And just one last final question. We were able, as a Oak family, to meet your son. So how was it like, being a mother? How was it like being a mother in the modeling industry?
Well, I know for one, I'll take you with my son from Friday to Sunday. And he did not like that at all. But being a mother in the industry, I could say it's very challenging. And for one, not having the ability or the body like some of the younger folks in Ocean. That's a very insecure feeling. So it's like a lot of competition within yourself to say, hey, well, I need to be the best I can be. Simply because I have like a downside to everyone else.
Right.
Okay.
Especially being one of the older females at that too.
Okay.
So.
All right. Okay, Jen.
Well, let's have a round of applause for Jeanette.
So we'll move right along into Christy.
So, Christy, what was it like being Donnie's wild card, and what were your thoughts in that moment?
I was shocked like everybody else was.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, alright, time for me to go home, time for me to pack my shit up, time for me to, okay, man, get home. I was like, alright, cool. Jen on the side of me crying, I start crying, Lathan start hugging me. I was like, alright, this the end, cool, this whatever, deuces.
Okay.
Then he called me back, while I done start crying. It's like, oh, I used my wild card one year. I was like, yeah. I said, do I need to kill? You could kill. Because I done start crying. Jen done start crying. But the other team base done mad because I gone. So it's like, oh, you got me crying on camera like this. I really don't like to cry.
Right.
But I appreciated it. I really appreciated it. And I felt like for him to do that, despite how other people felt about it, really showed us like, alright, maybe I do have something that I don't even notice I have. So taking that into account, like I just tried to like push through all of that. Push through my insecurities, push through my own doubts, because I had a lot of insecurities and a lot of doubts just coming into this whole thing. So.
Okay. All right. Thanks, Christy. All right. So, LeGray, you didn't like your makeup in one of the challenges. How do you feel that affected your performance in the competition?
Oh, that heavily affected me. I was distraught. Being someone of a darker skin tone, it already is hard finding people who knows how to do your makeup. So I wasn't expecting, even though y'all never let me get shot. But yeah, it was very discouraging, especially someone who, I do this, but you still have, like they said, those insecurities and stuff. That threw me in the garbage. Like, I ain't gonna lie, that had my mood at a 0. I couldn't perform as well as I usually would because I didn't feel good. Because, when you look good, you feel confident, you can do what you gotta do. But when you look like how you look,
Right.
Okay. Okay, well, understanding that, LeGray, do you think that there's anything that you could have done differently to still be in the competition?
No, darling, they wanted to go on.
So, we already touched with Donnie earlier, we had a little stealing incident. Your shoes, I think, went missing. Do you think?
Did you ever get them back?
Do you think they were stolen or were they like misplaced?
What camera I been looking to, please?
I think your camera is camera 3.
I just want to know whoever steals my shoes, you can either buy me a new pair or give it back.
What
Don't
brand?
give it back.
What brand?
They're from Misguided in the United Kingdom.
Oh.
They were imported, so I would really like for you to reimburse me or, get me some new shoes. No.
Oh, yikes.
Skip this.
I know who take it, but.
All right, so we'll move into Mr. Bradley. Do you feel like your skills have improved since joining the competition?
Yeah, from starting from the bottom 3, the guys, I think I came a long way. Yeah, I definitely improved. I gained a lot of confidence throughout the competition. But throughout time, I wasn't really, I didn't have much confidence in myself, but I started gaining it, and I believe I improved a lot. And in the end, I ended up getting nominated for top 3 photos.
All right. That's great.
Moving along to Rihanna, what was it like in the Oak House for you?
It was very, very ghetto. Like, I come from home to come to this place to eat. Tone and bricks every morning. I didn't like it because I felt like I was in jail and it hurt my belly.
Okay.
And then we had to eat late, but the curry was good. It was spicy. And I was actually happy to come. But like, when I reached, I was ready.
Okay.
All right. So let's just dive right into it. Your milk bath challenge sent you home. And on confessionals, you said you felt that the judges were doing, quote unquote, kisses and favors for the girl with the infamous dry bob. Our audience and viewers at home want to know, who were you referring to when you were talking about the dry bob?
Yeah. That's very toxic. But okay,
think her name is Lonnie, but
No, baby, don't take me low.
I'm so fine. I'm really learning from him because it's really irrelevant. But yeah, it is Lonnie.
Okay.
Okay, so moving along to Lanazo. As you know, you made it pretty far in the competition, but unfortunately, you did get eliminated. What were your feelings in that moment?
I was scared and confused. Like, I was like, saying to myself, well, I really reach here. I gotta go home. I being honest, I just saying I didn't know until I saw the pictures. But
Okay.
being honest.
Okay. So, would you say you learned anything from being in the competition?
A whole lot, like basically just how to model on the whole. Because this ain't nothing was like I was used to in terms of even being photogenic. I'm the most photogenic person. I like go out, have fun, take pictures and things like that. But it ain't like, oh wait, take this picture of me and this. Like, no, I usually be the one in the back of the camera taking pictures of people. Like I feel like I'm more good in the back of the camera than in the front of it. But it is what it is. Still gotta sell some character, some kind of way. And hope is the best place to do it.
Okay. Okay.
All right. So, you think you'll continue modeling then?
Yeah, for damn sure.
Okay.
All right then. All right. So let's go. Let's move on to Duran, Mr. Ching. I'm gonna go right into because this is a question that I've been dying to ask from I did your confessional. You had frustrations on and off camera with the team and Donnie during the sportswear team challenge. Care to elaborate on what was that about? Like, why were you so upset that day?
Well, the reason why I was upset because first we had to work out. It just finished raining, you're on the beach, and the sun, like, it's voicing you on your back. You sweating. Then, like Donnie said, alright, red team, you all first. So everybody gone inside. Donnie them gone inside. I said, oh, am I supposed to be next? We've been out there waiting for I don't know how long. Then they come back and say, y'all ready? What you mean we ready? We've been out there waiting on you all, boy. Then, when they come out there, oh, gotta set up. What you mean set up, boy? Like, we've been out there for so long. I just was hot dog, and then it started raining. Had to go under there, we getting wet up in there. All that foolishness, we even in the sun and all, dog. We getting up, like, boy, let's go, come on. And then y'all tell me, let's go this way, do this way. No. We tell y'all what to do. You see what I'm saying? Because y'all come late. Like, come on, dog. I don't, even if we sign a contract, like, contract, bro. Even if it's your show, no disrespect. Be on time. Don't have people waiting on you. If this is your show, you gotta be there on time. If y'all say start at 11, start at 11, not 2, not 3. You see what I'm saying? Even when we was in the house, dog, and we had to do the judge's deliberation, whatever, I even gone to sleep. They wake me up 6 o'clock to do the wire. I say, but y'all can't be serious. So I was hot. I just was mad.
All right.
Okay. So, as we know, you're normally the guy that's cracking jokes, making everybody feel comfortable. When you got eliminated, we got to see a different side of you. You got very emotional. Do you care to share your thoughts during that initial experience of being eliminated?
I ain't gonna lie, that last show that I did, like, I really did my best. Like, I feel as if I shouldn't go eliminated because I actually did what they actually told me to do. I didn't do none of the things out in the mouth of anything. And when I actually looked at my pictures and compared to the other male contestants, I was like, boy, never, can't be. But then I say, this whatever, dog. I mean, I did my best. I didn't feel like I should have went home, but just whatever. So that's all good.
All right. So you think, I asked now the same question. You feel like you'll continue modeling, even though you felt like you shouldn't have went home?
To be honest, it's my first time modeling. I don't know anything about modeling. So to be honest, if I do model, okay, cool. If I don't, it's still the same for me.
Okay. All right.
Well, moving along to Chrislyn. Last but not least, as you know, you were the first female to be eliminated. Do you think you were given a fair chance based off of the challenge itself?
I feel like the challenge itself was kind of equal for everybody because it ain't like everybody had a separate challenge. Everybody had the same challenge. But I feel like given the circumstances that I quote unquote kind of put myself in and they put me in, No, I don't feel like I saved the
Okay.
All right, so we're going to ask Blue Team some questions, so let's get right into it.
How was it working as a team this season with so many diverse personalities on the Blue Team?
I feel like it was good. Because of the diversity, we were able to. It was, I think, challenging for us, or more challenging for us, but we were able to overcome that. So I feel like everybody came together and we got the work done. We got the job done.
Well, personally, to begin with, initially I wanted to go on the paint team. Unfortunately, that did not happen. But working with the Blue Team, everyone worked as a family. And I actually honored that because everyone, although we were in a competition together, we did teamwork. So I can appreciate that.
We also had the most people inside the finalists before, like, hold on.
Yeah.
We had the most inside. We had 5 in the final before we had that whole bring back and switch out and all this other stuff. Alright, cool.
Okay. All right, so do you guys think that you being a diverse team, put you guys ahead of everybody else?
Definitely, to be honest, beginning with the paint team, from I see the cast members, I said, bitch, someone got to win. Period. Someone got to win, Because the paint team, they don't just bring diversity, they bring character, they bring themselves. Unlike some persons from other teams, they're putting on and doing the most. Go to your self. That's all. Mary had a little line there.
I'm going to be honest with y'all. I feel like both winners are going to come from the Blue Team because, I feel like we do have the strongest team. I sorry to hurt anyone's feelings, but, I really feel like Blue Team is the strongest team, so I feel like both winners are going to come from that team. Sad to say, but, yeah, we're just going to wait and see what happens. Mind you, there are very strong competitors here, but I still feel like Blue Team was the strongest team. True team.
Having a star-studded all-female mentor team, do you feel like that gave you guys an advantage over the others?
Most definitely. Personally, for me, I feel like for the times that they were there, they gave what they had to give to help us to get to the top. And as you can see, from challenge after challenge, we literally, almost everything that we had going, we had tops. Okay. So from that proves that they did what they had to do. And we executed what we had to do.
Okay.
Right.
I wouldn't say it was an advantage. I think in a way it was a disadvantage to the guys. I think two of our mentors was a little bit more passive. Personally, I got the most help from Christa, but she was not there as much as she came one time. So I think it was a disadvantage in some regards. I don't think I learned that much from being there, to be honest.
Okay. All right, so we'll go straight into individual questions. We'll start with Mr. Cody. What was it like being a part of the Blue Team?
Ain't no team like the Blue Team. The Blue Team was the best team, so I'm happy I'm the Blue Team.
All right.
Okay, so how do you feel about being in the bottom for your judging?
I feel like the milk bar challenge on the whole for me wasn't a challenge for me. You understand? So for me, I feel like if I had gotten another challenge at that point, I probably would have continued. I know I was going to get eliminated when you tell us what the challenge was. I have nothing against the judges on that one. In comparison to everybody else's pitches, my pitches wasn't as best on that challenge. So I feel like I deserved to get eliminated, but I feel like I had more to give still.
Okay.
All right. So we all know, you're not really a model first. You're really more of an artist first. Yeah. So what was it like, being a artist joining a model competition? Did it impact your music career in any way?
I feel like, to be honest, music is more than music. You still have the visual side of it.
Right.
So I feel like this competition really helped me a lot in regards to image and promoting myself as a person that people see. Okay. Because that's also a very important part. Because even with hair, you need to see something along with that in order to be interested. Right. So I feel like in that regard, I got helped a lot. But I'm a model.
All right, but it sounds like we should be getting some good visuals and music videos coming up.
Most definitely.
All right, cool.
Okay, well, moving along to Tevin. What was it like being the first guy to be eliminated?
Well, I was the second guy to be eliminated.
Oh wow!
So,
Jesus Christ.
but so it was interesting.
I thought he was the first man.
I felt like I definitely could have been a different elimination going our way.
Right.
But I did my thing out there. I did my best, and I told people before I got in the competition that I just needed to get past the first round. Anything after that was gravy. But I realized that I was slowly in there, that I wanted to go further. So getting eliminated very early was very hurtful. So that's life.
All right. So, what is your response to, we have seen, I think, over about 200 shares on Facebook. WhatsApp statuses flooded with memes and jokes about your pool at issue. You are a, plus size male. And I remember in the first episode, I know you said you wanted to make a statement for being a plus size male model. So what was it like, having all that attention on you just simply because of your size?
I'll keep it 100 with y'all. I'll be a little vulnerable. So during that time, those 2-3 days span, I was very challenged mentally and emotionally. I don't like the forefront that much. I knew what the possibilities were as it was coming up. I didn't know how it was going to come out like that, but during those 2-3 days, I was down. And thank the Lord, as being in my fraternity, there's been times where I've been mentally and emotionally challenged as well. So, but during those times, I've had support from my friends, my family, my beautiful girlfriend, all of them. They helped me get through that time, so I appreciate that. So, along with that, I appreciate everyone who took their time out to edit me into those photos. I'm a handsome ass nigga, that's how the thing goes. Some of the photos were very funny. I appreciate the take care ones for sure.
those was funny for you.
And the trips to Dubai. Some of them got kind of fat phobic, I'd say. Some of the food ones, whatever. I know y'all love me. I'm that nigga. The rest of them.
All right.
Okay, Javin, so being a plus-size model, do you feel like it's your duty to continue modeling and break the modern-day standard for what a male model is seen as?
That's difficult. I'm not lie to you. I wanted to be a plus-size model because I never saw it before. And even though the demographic of what the Bahamas is, there's more plus-size people in general. So I do want to break that, let's say. But in the modeling perspective, I'll also keep it another 100. I don't think the space would be a plus-size model for a little while. There's a lot of logistic things that could have gone differently over time, and I'd love to assist in those aspects to make it better for the plus-size models that will happen because of the groundwork that I have laid for them. So as time goes on, I would like to increase and to continue on what I've already been doing. So I really enjoy that.
Awesome.
All right.
Okay.
All right. Cool.
So moving along to Cohen.
Do you think you deserve to go home being so close to the end of the competition? Like you were right there. Like how did it feel like going home like right before finalists?
To be honest, throughout the entire competition, I kind of was in the competition to network with people, get to know more people, get to know more, get more experience in modeling. So I didn't really expect to get as far as I did. But when I realized that I was in the top 5 males, I was like, all right, now it's time to actually try. And when I tried, I failed. So that wasn't really, so that was kind of like an experience. I don't know if I feel like I deserve to be eliminated, comparing me against Paul and Kyle, who are really top models, and in my opinion, for the male division. So putting me against those 2 models, I don't, how do I put it? I don't think that the decision was an incorrect decision. I feel like it was the right decision, eliminating me.
Okay. So out of all of the challenges, which one was your least favorite?
My least favorite challenge, in all honesty, surprisingly was the one that I got top photo in, which was the milk bath. I don't know, I feel like that was a challenge more geared towards the female models, in all honesty.
Alright, so we're going to shoot on right over to this side of the room, and we're going to talk to Mr. Mark.
Here, what no contestant did. When I came to the Oak House, I came to model. Only because work got in the way is why I'm not in Oak. Currently, period. When whoever sat at my table when we did tea talk, they sat because we were cracking jokes, and it actually escalated and became a thing. So it's nothing like, oh, I come to Oak House to cause drama, or we talking tea, or not like that. We was just sitting down having a good time. But if persons assume or think that it escalated to that point, then just fucking look more fight, you see me fucking here.
Okay.
Okay, Mark. Okay, so moving along, Mark, you did a first on Oak. What gave you the confidence to wear makeup during some of your challenges?
As a male model.
But you don't have to reiterate male model because I know who I am. That's
No,
number one.
that wasn't a jab at you. I'm just
letting you know. I'm just letting you know. What inspired me to wear makeup because I know who I am as an individual. I don't care if someone say, oh, because I saw the sissy this, sissy, baby, I know who I am. But let's match our bank accounts. What is in your account? Can it match my account? Number one, I have a short job. Not only do I have a short job, I have a business.
Right.
I don't travel.
Right.
So you can say sissy this, sissy that, but this sissy is traveling rich. This sissy got rich. That's all marriage.
All right, thanks, Mark.
My pleasure.
All right, so we're going to jump straight into Paul. All right. I know you had some frustrations this season, with judging, and, you almost walked off set. What stopped you from leaving that day, and are you still glad that you decided to stay in the competition and see it to the end?
Well, what stopped me from leaving that day was because I didn't drive. Because I honestly would have left. I did not like how that went at all from the start of the day to the end. So that was really like the straw that broke the camel back. Right. So I was pissed off before we got there.
Okay. Mm-hmm. What was the reason? I think I remember. I think you were mad because Burdette was placed in the bottom.
Yeah. And
you were upset about that. So elaborate, why were you upset that Burdette was in the bottom?
Because there was 3 team challenges. The pink team won 2. We clearly dominated on that challenge. Every time the pink team won, all of their members would say it was just did not make any sense. Burdette was in the bottom, especially after we was thrown in, the way we was thrown in, and she still delivered. So I did not feel like she was in the bottom, and other people should have been.
Okay.
Okay. Well, moving along to Burdette, which one of your mentors gave you the best advice during your?
I'd probably say, honestly, all 3 of them have been there for me during a few of my sessions. So, to say, which one was the last one? Angel. I have to give all my props to Angel because the beach advertisement shoot that we did last, that gave me the top. And I've been waiting the whole show to get top. And that was really a breakthrough for me during the show. So I have to really thank Angel for that. Alongside Shadae and Christa, but Angel has that one.
Okay.
All right. So was there any points in the competition? Well, actually, I'm not even going to say were there any points. I knew there were points in the competition where you felt like you probably couldn't continue. I know the day of the workout and the team sports shoot was hard for you. And so what was that like? Almost, passing out across the street. What was that day like?
Okay, so if you guys do not know, I have neurocardiogenic syncope. That is
English?
Syncope is basically fainting. So that's something that I have and have been getting treatment for about from I'd say the 6th grade.
Okay.
So stuff like that, it could be really discouraging, but mind over everything, mind over matter. So that really might have pushed me back a little bit, but for it all, I continue to push through. Yeah.
Well, moving along to Ma. With English not being your first language, do you feel like the language barrier created issue for you during the challenges or during your journey?
Yeah, it did. I was so embarrassing because sometimes they know I'm talking. I'm not, with the properly English, but if they talk in broken English, I try to to fix to make a way for me. But yeah, it was kind of hard. But I learned some words that I'm not gonna say, but
Okay. So, what was it like? I know you're cool with all your teammates, but I saw you, had a good relationship with Cohen, during your prop shoot. So, what was it like, shooting with Cohen?
you mean on the couple channel?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. So I told Cohen before the couple shooting that I really wanted to be on the top again. I was uncomfortable at the first time trying to connect with him because we don't really talk in real life. He's the ones that I don't talk when I am out of the one time. So it was uncomfortable. Pretty good.
Okay.
Moving along to Shintana. Do you have anything to say to the people who counted you out at the beginning of the competition?
I wasn't aware that people was counting me out, but what I have to say is I'm now a finalist. Potential face of one of a kind. Hey.
That's $2.
All right. So, your I Define challenge was heartfelt. You explained in your confessional, it was touching to you. Any advice that you would give to other melanin-coated girls, aspiring to model?
Okay, for one, I know there was a lot of controversy surrounding the show saying, oh, it's not a lot of dark skins and da da da. So that's one of the reasons why I joined the competition to begin with. And I don't know if you noticed, but not saying that y'all aren't dark or whatever, but I'm one of the last chocolate girls left. So I just trying to represent
Okay. All right. So Shantana, just being on set, all of us, we see certain people tend to click more than others. Me personally, I saw that you and Burdette really grew a real friendship this season. How do you feel about Burdette and the new friendship that you guys have created?
Well, that's my number one. But I don't know, I guess you can say we have similar personalities, so I feel like that's why we connected more. I love all of you guys, by the way, but I don't know, we just click, it's just there.
It's just there.
Okay.
All right, cool. I all for a team friendship.
Yeah.
I love it. All right, so we're gonna move straight into Christina. Last question for the blue team.
So, Christina, as you know, you weren't here long.
No.
Yeah. Do you feel like you deserve to go home so early in the competition?
I mean, mind you, I did not like my pictures, so I understood why I got sent home. But then they also told me they understood the potential, or they saw the potential. So in a way, I really felt like if we did the beauty shot, it would have done better compared to the beauty shot. But it is what it is. I did not like the pictures, so I understood why they sent me home. So it is no hard feelings. It isn't any of that.
Okay. So,
Okay. All right. Thank you, Christina. And
So-
just about.
I have one more question.
Oh, you got one more question for her.
I have one overall question for the blue team.
Oh.
Judging. What do you have to say to the judges?
Be present. I feel as though you're a part of the organization. You should make time Yes, I know work. I had work too. Every other weekend, I was switching my schedule and stuff like that to be here. So be present. Yeah. But still, they know they were not. All of them were not there.
There's only 3 judges: Donavan, Alphese, and Silas. 2 out of 3 of them had to be there per shoot. And I think 2 of 3 of them
that
were
goes
there
to
per
mentors
shoot.
as well too.
Oh, so if you were talking about the mentors, then you should have said you were talking about the mentors.
Okay. Because they're part of judging too.
They're not a part of the judging.
Personally, for me, with the judges, like I said earlier in the competition, how I felt about things, but I won't lie. Alphese, she personally for me, out of all of the judges, did top tier. Honestly, I felt as if, not saying that the other Bonnie or Silas were bad or anything, but for me to say who gave fair chances and fair opportunities and saw everything and everyone, I personally feel like if there was to be an award to be given out for a top judge, yes, I vote for most definitely those chances. Yeah, that's all I got to say on it.
Okay.
Okay, I personally feel like to be a judge, like as a very unbiased person, give your honest opinion, not because you like this person, you favor this one, you judge them in that manner, judge them fairly and on an even surface, so we can have a fair chance of winning.
Okay. Do you feel like a particular judge did that? Like they judged based on their relationship or how they felt about a particular person?
I don't know where it was coming from, but it was evident to me in my household that the bias was coming from the judge's table.
Okay.
All right.
Well,
so that does it for the blue team. Thank
give
you.
them a round of applause.
All right, so we are here with the pink team. Bashon, would you like to give them the first question?
So, what was it like working with the pink team this season?
Amazing. 10 out of 10.
Mm-hmm.
It was nice because there was a lot of different personalities. Everybody was creative, so I felt like everybody blended together and everything worked out perfectly.
Awesome.
All right, cool. So, how do you feel about your mentors? I know throughout the season you guys picked up your mentors like in every confessional.
Because they're the best. They're the best.
So, how do you feel about your mentors?
I must say, our mentors were at every shoot. They gave us advice during the week before the weekend came. They made sure we were straight when we needed certain things. They were present at our shoots to give us advice. Okay, hair up, chin down. They just was 10 out of 10 out of 10.
I agree. And I felt no offense to the rest of the team, but our mentors were the mentors that were mostly there for us, and I really appreciate that so much. Every confessional I get, I talk to my mentors because they trained us, they coached us, they did an amazing job, and I recommend it.
And I must say, even to our mentors, even for some of the teams that mentors might not have been present for a certain shoot, they still lended a hand or listening ear to any contestant. Well, I just know
If you wanted to talk to them, if you all went to them, they would have listened.
What's your name?
I don't know which team, but they had a problem in Central Island. So if that was the case, then we would have had help.
Did you ask for help?
We did ask for help.
Did you ask for help?
Okay.
Like they say mentors for help.
But there's your pink team member.
Any other contestant that went I'm speaking. Any other contestant that they helped as best as they could. I agree.
But I remember seeing nobody was trying to help us because when somebody
I mean, he was in here alone, but
So can we settle down? Simmer down. I mean,
there's the pink team members, how we from the red team trying to do the pink team.
But guess what?
Because they're still
But-
and you chose not to do that.
But she didn't say it as a job to you guys. She just was saying. I know, but she just was saying that the pink team was there to spread love, regardless of if you received it or not. We were there to help. We didn't see a color. We saw potential faces. That was the most important point to each and every person on the team. Okay, so Next.
So, as much as I'd love to elaborate on, this at the end of the day, this is the pink team's time to talk. The red team had their chance, so I'll just please give them their due respect, okay? So to the rest of the pink team, moving on. How does it feel, to have the most number of finalists part of the pink team?
I feel like we deserve it. You know what I'm saying? You have our best. We always come in clutch. Pride, what we said, yes, mentors. If one couldn't make it, two is still. Two couldn't make it, one was still. So, always come in clutch. All I gotta say.
Getting back on what they said, I feel as if our mentors, they molded us and shaped us every challenge. I remember the first time we did team meeting when we went upstairs and it was fun, and I felt as if they got to learn each and every one of us as individuals and our capabilities, and they worked on us with that. And I felt as if they just allowed us to stay in our vibe a bit more, and they just focused on us as individuals and not, they did what they were supposed to do, especially when selecting us. They did their job.
All right, so let's get straight into the individual questions for the pink team. We'll start with Miss Maya. How does it feel, winning top photo? I do believe it was the milk bath challenge you got the top photo in?
Yeah.
So how was that experience?
I was really excited, especially because I almost half drowned that shoot. But I was really happy because I felt like I really deserved it.
Okay. During your experience, who do you feel as if you connected the most with, cast or crew?
Yes, crew. I have to say I connected the most with Patria.
Okay.
That's my sis.
All right.
Okay.
Okay, cool. All right, so Misha, how has being in the competition changed your life?
It changed it for the better because it gave me more confidence within myself and my self-esteem and confidence. That's it.
Okay. So as we know, you unfortunately didn't get a top photo during your reign. But whilst you were there, you were in the running. What were your feelings during those moments of deliberation?
They told me I was in the running for top photo after it already happened. So I felt a little discouraged because why didn't you tell me when it was happening? So it made me feel a little bad. But knowing that I was in the running, made me feel good.
Okay.
So is there any particular shoot while you were in the competition that you felt like I definitely deserved the top photo for that?
I felt like the milk bar because my face still looked good, but my pose wasn't all that. But I thought it was like my face. Yeah.
Okay.
Adisha, as you know, the I Define Me challenge was very personal for you. Do you feel that you should have at least gotten a top photo for that challenge in particular?
If I'm being 100% honest, Shantana deserved it. I feel like I should have been top photo for the headshots because they were stunning. But Shantana really executed as well, and so did I. And I wasn't in running. I didn't feel bad that she got it. I looked at my photo. She had a great collage of pictures. I had good pictures as well, but I felt that it wasn't a lot. But I took it personal and I showed my emotion. I was very vulnerable to that challenge. But yeah.
So do you care to tell us why you got emotional during that challenge? I know you spoke about it in your confession, but just to reiterate.
My grandmother passed away, and it was preparing for her funeral, so it was a bit emotional, and I just expressed that through my photos. So yeah, I had to do what's best for her and show her that I'm the best. Period.
Okay. All right, so we'll move on to Angel. What challenges do you feel like you didn't do your best?
I definitely didn't do my best in the, what would I call it, the beach shoot, where we wore the white and blue. Clearly I didn't because I was eliminated for that one. So, yeah, and the milk bath.
Okay. How do you feel like you could have improved, with that?
I tend to be in my head a lot, so I feel like my nervousness and my anxiousness took over, and if I didn't let that, then I would have been better.
Okay. So do you feel like the support of both your team members and your mentors boosted you throughout the competition?
Definitely, because honestly, we were able to like form a connection, our whole team, and it helped throughout the competition from the beginning to the end.
Awesome.
All right, cool. So we're going to move on over to Reggie. So, Mr. Reggie, what pushed you to sign up for Oak in the first place? You know,
I could be real. I wasn't too interested at first, but like some past and present Oak members, they reached out to me and they thought I had like some potential, and so I gave it a shot.
All right.
Okay. So as you know, we all have a personal life. You had personal obligations that unfortunately caused you to leave the competition. What were your thoughts in making that decision in that moment to leave?
I mean, I mess with Oak and all that, but academics come first.
Okay.
I actually leave tomorrow, so.
Okay.
Wow. Do you feel like if you had stayed in the competition, do you feel like you might have been a finalist or maybe even potentially been the face of season 5 of, you know?
Sure. I mean, I feel like I gotta do well, but I a little shy in front of the camera. But my boy Silas, he told me that he thought I had what it took to be a finalist. He said I was one of his top males, so I think I could do it.
Okay.
All right, Mr. Reggie.
So, moving along to Devantai. So, as you know, you came into the competition with little to none modeling experience. What was it like winning your first top photo?
Honestly, I feel like it was hard earned. Prior to what you said, I came with no experience, so it was very shocking. I told myself, even if I don't get a top photo throughout the competition, I need to get it at least once. Right. So I brought my all, you know. I kind of knew I was going to get it because once I put my mind to something, I practiced very hard. I'm going to get it by all means, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So your pool is shoot. Got a lot of people cracking some jokes on Facebook, talking about, you know, light-skinned males and how light-skins pose. So what's your response to that, you know, being a light-skinned male?
For them, that's very sad. If you get off the time to sit up on your phone, eat chips.
I didn't know there was eating chips though.
That's how people listen. Anyway, all day to watch me. How about they come inside the competition, see what it's like. They don't know the dedication, work, time, and effort that we brought to this competition. So it's like, that don't really faze me.
Okay.
I needed that. Because why? That's why I'm here today.
Okay.
That's why I made it very far inside the competition.
Okay.
I still got more to prove. That's only, what, the second episode? No, that's shit. Right? You got more to prove. You know what I'm saying? Every shoot ain't gonna be the best shoot. You know what I'm saying? But it's all about thinking out the box and doing what you gotta do. Alright. Make it like simple thing. So they can help.
Okay.
I don't know, but
Miss Trinity, dressed in pink. What pushed you to sign up for Oak?
It was really impulsive. I do a lot of impulsive things. I just figured, hey, why don't I give it a try?
Okay. Okay. So, with the pink team being so strong, what was it like being the first girl to be sent home?
I didn't want to get beside myself when it came to that. I didn't want to feel discouraged. I know that I could have done a lot more and given my 100%. I don't think that I gave my 100%. Now, my pictures look nice to me. I'm biased. They look nice, but I feel as if I could have done a lot more.
Okay. Awesome. Okay.
All right. I have to ask, just stepping outside of, you know, the modeling aspect of the competition, you know, we're in the Oak House, so you guys all were under the same roof. I personally have to ask, what was up with you drinking Adisha's Bud Light? Like, we saw, you know, in the episode, you...
It was a sip. She came in and she was outraged. I was like, it's my dream. Of course, Hanna, we don't know who you are.
So you didn't think to, maybe it's not yours to drink, not yours to touch. So you didn't think, oh, maybe I'm just gonna not take a sip of her Bud Light.
No, not even COVID. No.
I'd be cool over there, but that's straight. We have the same thing. But like everyone knows, if we in the house and you say, hey Tisha, I want some of your Bud Light, or you have an extra Bud Light, I could give it to you. But the only thing I felt was respectful when you said, well, that was the plan. That's why I called the same, but like you took my point on the dream because that was. I told her, I was like, okay, since you put your mom in it, you can drink it, it's fine, it's a big deal. But when she said that was the plan, I said, oh, we're gonna fucking thing. I'm pretty sure I asked you. I don't feel like it, because I can't even remember.
I'm thinking that I can actually,
We didn't call it I'm a Bashon now. I was very upset, but I'm a Bashon. It was out of the ordinary, but just don't do it no more. Don't do it no more with anyone else.
Moving on to Mr. Danico. How did it feel to be, one of the first males on the pink team eliminated?
I was like, gotta go already? I think Brad's like, you weren't really like do your best. He was like scared. And I couldn't see that. Not like I didn't get the best advice. It really was me. It was holding myself boxing.
Okay.
I think I like deserved it.
Okay. Well, that was it for the pink team. We appreciate you guys.